Welcome back to Wedding Mayhem, your wedding channel for all things wedding, and I have got Holly from Black Canvas with me.
Hello, hello.
We seem to be like married at the moment.
I know, it's a lovely relationship.
We even saw each other in the week.
We did.
We had a bit of a discussion.
We did. Yes, something came up and we were on the phone immediately having to talk about it. Yeah. Tell us more.
Well, briefly, it was an American reel, and it's getting more and more now where brides and grooms are asking their guests to pay to go to their wedding. So guests are having to pay £75.
Yeah, towards the meal.
Yeah.
And we're not sure. We were in between as to whether or not it's a good
discussion.
Idea. I can see why people would do it, but I also don't know if it's the right thing to do. Yeah. It's tricky, isn't it?
It is tricky. It is tricky.
And I think if you were going to do that, you've got to navigate it very carefully.
I think that came out of our discussion that if you're going to do it, you have got to be very clear.
Yeah.
And I said, not ask for gifts, but ask for money towards the wedding.
Yeah, I think that's a better way. I think you were absolutely right on that. Because if you say to people,
I'm right.
I know you were really right. It's like you know what you're doing. It's like you've been in weddings for years and years. I think if you were going to do something like that, but if you say, can you please give towards our wedding fund, rather than can you pay for your meal?
Yes.
Because that will as well.
It's a bit more diplomatic, isn't it?
It is. And I think also that will, if you did charge your friends to come there, you've got to then, the day has to reflect your choices.
Yes.
It's like we said, you can't pay for something and then turn up and be like, oh, I had to pay for my food and yet they've got dancing penguins. As a side entertainment.
If you've had dancing penguins at your wedding, please let us know. So have you fully launched your new barn?
Yes, we have a beautiful new barn. So Blank Canvas Weddings is a portfolio of fabulous spaces where brides and grooms can hire for their weddings and take over the space. And
you can do what you like.
You can literally do what you like. And it also, of course, has all of our wedding planning expertise, and we fully coordinate the wedding day as well.
Yeah.
So we've got a new barn in Ewhurst, which is lovely. It's really, really beautiful. It seats about 80, 90.
Oh, that's nice.
It's lovely, yeah, quite an intimate.
Is it part of it like a big house, or
there's a house at the side and then it's in beautiful farmland.
In the grounds.
Yeah, so it's very secluded, and then there's an absolutely stunning garden where we can have civil ceremonies.
And you're applying for the licences?
Yes.
How long does that take?
A couple of months.
And how important is it to have those licences at a venue?
It really is. It really is important, yeah, because most of our couples want to get married and be in one space.
Right, fine.
We don't do very many church weddings anymore.
Yeah,
we've got a few. We've got about 6 this year.
Yeah.
But last year we had about 3 church weddings.
Yeah, I have to say I don't have many.
No.
At all.
And I think a lot of couples as well, they don't want to lose part of the day by travelling and having like a 10-minute, 20-minute journey to and from a church, plus all of the time that takes.
Yeah.
So they like to sort of be in one spot.
Yeah. And talking of which, that's a really good link to our next guest.
It is, isn't it?
Because you can stay in one place with this young lady. We have Georgia from Hair by Georgia Cartwright. Finding your dream wedding dress shouldn't feel like a massive research project. With Bridify, you just swipe. Like it, love it, or pass. It's just that simple. Connect directly with UK bridal boutiques. No overwhelm, no endless scrolling, no anxiety and no stress. Browse over 4,000 real dresses from 90 plus designers, all current collection and all actually available. Your wish list builds itself as you go, and once you know your vibe, Bridify connects you to the nearest boutique that stocks your favourite wedding dresses. It's the most fun you'll have dress shopping, I promise. All from the comfort of your own home, and it's free too. Dress shopping, but smarter. Discover, save, and say yes to your dress. Download the free Bridify app today. Your dream dress is waiting for you. Hello.
Hello. How are we doing?
We didn't plan that little segue, but it went smoothly in, didn't it? It worked. It works like we've done this before. I'm having a dress malfunction today, and I also had a hair malfunction today, which
typical on the day I come in.
Yeah, when you walked in the door, I was like, please don't look at my hair. It's like when you go to the dentist, so you don't look at my mouth, you meet a dentist at a party or something.
Yeah.
But, yes.
No, it's very stressful hanging out with a hairdresser.
It is. Well,
we're not that bad, guys.
No, you're
we're not
lovely,
that bad. We're
I
fine.
just
We're all
feel
good.
kept when I see a hairdresser.
I know, but that's when with makeup artists, I'm the same because I can't paint my face at all. So.
Paint my face.
Yeah, I can't. Honestly, I can't at all. So when I see a makeup artist, I'm like, oh God, don't look at my face. Don't look at my face. So.
Yeah, it because you start looking at yourself, going, oh God, don't look at my ends, don't look at. When I was talking to you, I don't know whether you noticed, but I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Like
holding
this.
it.
Don't look at me split ends, you know. I was out last night, but John went, "What are you doing?" And I went, "I've got a hairdresser coming in tomorrow. I've got like smother it because I make my own rosemary oil."
Oh, okay, yeah.
You impressed?
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So rosemary from the
that's very
garden,
good.
and I put it in olive oil. Oh, sweet almond oil. Sorry, not olive oil. You can put it in olive oil. And I literally put that on my hair, and it's all bunched up last night. He went, "What are you doing?" I went, "Hairdresser coming in tomorrow." Got to
It looks good.
Let me burst. Yeah.
Looks fab, hon.
Yeah, it's
fab.
particularly with older hair as well.
Yeah.
The maintenance that you have to do on older hair to younger hair is so much.
Yeah, completely different.
And I wrecked my hair by going blonde last year, so it all snapped off.
Oh, God.
But tell us more about you. What do you do?
So I'm a self-employed mobile hairdresser. I've been self-employed for 2 years coming up, and been hairdressing in total since I was 15. So now that is 14 years now.
Wow.
God.
Long time.
Very
long time. So yeah, I've been doing it a long time. Went mobile when I went self-employed.
And how did you become self-employed? Because this is quite an important story to tell, isn't it?
Yes. So the salon I was working in, we all got made redundant, sadly. We had 3.5 weeks to sort out what we was going to do. Not a lot of time. First week, lived in a bank. Second week, grabbed all my clients. Third week, just tried to market it everywhere, basically. And now the rest is history. And it's fab. Love it.
And what was the transition from doing hairdressing in a salon to then doing it mobile, to then going into weddings?
Yeah. So I think from obviously going from a salon to mobile, it's a completely different ball game, because you haven't got your base and your trolley as such. You've literally got someone's kitchen, living room.
And you get quite, I noticed this in my hairdressers, and they have their own trolleys. They're quite possessive.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, "Where's my comb, Julie? Who's got it?"
But also, you don't know what you're turning up to.
You never
Turn
know.
up somewhere that's a mess.
Yeah.
Or is teeny tiny and not really sufficient for you to
Oh,
prove.
yeah, it's so unpredictable. Like, you don't know what you're going into. But that's what I quite like about it as well. I wouldn't, every day with hairdressing, no day's the same for me. So that's why I've fallen in love with it even more so, really. So
Do you go to see the venues or where they're getting
married? Yeah.
first?
So most of the time, I just turn up on the day. They give me the address and I just rock up and go with it.
You'll make
Make
you
do.
can, yeah.
And then sometimes I have done trials at venues as well, so it's more of a mixture, really. But I'd say more or less I just turn up on the day, and then
what we got here then.
Yeah.
Where do you do your trials? If you're doing your trial for the...
So mainly either at the house, as I say, venue occasionally, but mainly in their home or like parents' home, obviously.
That's quite a nice time to do it at your house, because it's the build-up then, isn't it?
Yeah.
The girls round and they've got
Getting
on the
ready in the
go.
morning, I always say to my brides, don't underestimate how important that part of the day is.
Yeah.
Like, you've
For
got to
memories.
invest in that part and make sure it's as long as possible, get some lovely drinks, eat something.
Yeah.
But that's a really fun part of the wedding.
Before I forget, can I just say to any bride or hairdresser or anybody getting ready on the morning at a venue to book a room?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're not allowed into
Yes.
these rooms until like 11, 12 o'clock, and your wedding's at 2.
Yeah.
You know, so if your room is not available, hire a bedroom where you can start getting ready
Yeah,
early,
definitely.
because you'll think that you'll be able to get there at 8 o'clock and you can't get in the room.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Has that ever happened to
Yeah,
you?
that has
It
happened
has.
to me a few times. We've had to wait outside like, la, 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 la. Got time.
Yeah, I only mentioned it because I saw it this morning on a reel, and I'm like, I've got to ask, address that, because again,
definitely.
2 of my brides this weekend had come back and went, we couldn't get in until 2 hours before the wedding, and
It just pushes everything so back.
They were lucky with the weather, but they were doing it outside. It was windy. They were doing it outside in like a tarpaulin thing.
Oh, wow.
Hair and makeup. And great photos, but it's not a great start to the day.
No.
And when it's not what you were expecting,
Yeah.
yeah, no, definitely check.
Exactly. So, how did you start doing bridal hair?
I start from obviously with my training, had to learn hair ups and half up, half down hairstyles, bouncy blow dries. So I had to
Bouncy blow dries. I love that.
dries.
Of course you do.
You can't go wrong with a bouncy
That
blow
bouncy blow
dry.
I don't think I've had a bouncy blow dry.
So yeah, no, obviously with my training, obviously had to do that to qualify as a hairdresser. And then just before I was going self-employed, I wanted to kind of venture into bridal hair a lot more. And I've obviously before that was doing some of my clients. Obviously, might have been colouring, cutting my clients' hair, and then they've asked me to be part of their wedding day. So then obviously from there, started doing a few, and then gradually just built up my confidence and been on courses as such, and to get my training.
It is very different to cutting and
very different
blow drying hair. Because I know quite a few hairdressers, when we say, "Oh, do you do bridal?" They're like, "Oh, no."
Yeah. They either love it or hate it, don't they?
Yeah, and it's an art, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a different mindset when you're from cutting or colouring to then doing wedding hair. It's a whole different ball game, definitely. It's all about the prep as well. Obviously,
okay, so tell us about the prep.
Yeah, so obviously your hair's meant to last for 12 hours plus more, so it
goes through quite a lot as well.
Yeah, it goes through a lot on the day, and even trials as well. It goes through a lot, especially if you're having to reshape things. So you might have to use more hairspray, other products, etc. So yeah, it does go through quite a lot really. But I find the prep is the biggest thing, because that's what's going to make it last all day. So different hair types, obviously. So if your hair's a thicker or a bit finer, using the right products to help minimise that as well.
And do you go through that with the clients before?
Yeah, we do like a little bit of a checklist. So obviously we sit down, we have a little chat and see what they want to achieve. Obviously we have Pinterest now.
Yeah, I know this is going to be controversial, but I hate Pinterest.
Yeah,
God,
they come in, and I hated it from when I did my wedding, because everything I wanted on there and I tried to find was no longer available.
No,
yeah,
it's so true. It's a complete pain in the neck.
Yeah,
and you fall in love with something. And
yeah,
that's completely unavoidable.
Yeah, and now with AI as well, on Pinterest as well. It's like, what do I believe? And I get it in the shop. They come in and go, "Oh, I had it last night." Somebody texts me going, can you make this for us, a particular dress? And I was like, no, because that dress that's not a real dress.
Yeah.
But I've got this. And then their budget was, I think, £1,000, which is quite healthy. But I know to have that dress made, it would be in the 5,000 bracket. So, but it's on Pinterest, so it's accessible to everybody. So you think, oh yeah, I can do that.
But they don't put prices on anything, there, do they? Which actually would be helpful, because at least
we were on Pinterest years back, and I put prices on everything, but nobody else did. Yeah. And then it was just, I couldn't keep up with it. And the disappointment on my bride's faces going, that's not real.
Yeah.
Do you get that with bridal hair?
Yeah, definitely. I have to bring people back to reality a little bit, a bit of a reality check. Yeah, and it is really hard, because you obviously, they're like, I want this and this is going to be amazing. And then you've got to be like, actually, this isn't going to work. Obviously, there's always alternatives.
Yeah.
So say someone wants like a thick bun, then extensions, padding, and it could be more achievable.
What do you mean by padding?
So padding, you have like a donut.
Yes.
One of them little donuts. Yeah. So that's like padding, basically.
Oh, okay.
So you can unravel that, and you would just plop it in someone's hair, like pin it in, and then you've created
around it.
You've created more volume that way. So that's a great way of creating volume. Obviously extensions. So I think it's not always fixable, but if you can make it manageable and
so that I can have this, but this
things to
you're going to have to.
Yeah, that's it. So it's just other things to consider, isn't there? Obviously, you've got weather conditions as well. So if someone's got really frizzy hair, and it's thunderstorm and lightning that day, then it's probably not the best day to wear your hair all down.
Yeah, curly hair that does go into frizz.
Yeah, that's it. So there's so much to consider. Yeah. But that's why I'm here to help them on the day.
So you do like a consultation with them and stuff like that before?
Yeah, definitely.
And how, because this always amazed me, how far in advance should they be prepping their hair, and what can we do to prep our hair?
Yeah, so I always say probably 6 months before. Okay. So if their hair is feeling a little bit dry, damaged, brittle, then having weekly treatments, or use it either in salon, or if you've got at home like a hair mask.
So any particular hair mask stuff in it? Or?
So L'Oreal molecular repair is really good, smells nice as well. I'm always, honestly, I love a product that smells nice. It always has to smell nice, otherwise I'm not interested.
And the packaging has to look good.
Yeah.
Well, it's pamper, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you want that. Yeah.
100%. So that one's really good. Anything, if your hair is dry, it's lacking moisture. Okay. So it needs moisture to help repair that as well. If your hair's breaking, then you need protein. So you need some sort of strengthening conditioning mask to help with that as well. So anything on them lines really. But when I do a consultation with my brides, if I feel like the hair is feeling quite dry, I'll say, okay, well, you need to grab this.
So you'll give them a plan.
Yeah. Well, you're on a journey, aren't you? Until your wedding day, aren't you?
It's mad, isn't it? We have to do it like a year advance, 6 months in advance.
Yeah.
MOTing until we get for one day.
And maintaining the colour and getting your colour booked in regularly, and your cuts booked in regularly, so it's all in good condition.
Yeah.
And what about extreme hair colouring?
Yeah.
Going from one to the other.
Yeah. So that if
not on the card, sorry, just making it up as we go along.
If I had a bride that was wanted to be blonde and she's got really dark hair, then again that's probably going to take a good year. So she'd have to do that prep before.
Why does it take a year?
Because it depends what obviously is on her hair before we've even started lightening her hair. But
will you do that?
Yeah. So when you, let's go with the example of dark hair. So when you lift it to, you can only really lift it a couple of levels lighter. If you push it any more, you're going to, again, cause breakage. So you want to...
My hair broke.
Yeah, so you want to do it slow and steady, as frustrating as it is, but...
Yeah, I was really impatient. It was my fault. Not the hairdresser.
It is...
Shut up. I know you too well.
It's laughing behind.
Yeah, it is really hard. So you've got to just be patient with it, really. But then, again, if you just do it slow but steady and then eventually get to where you want to be, then you're not going to have any breakage and you're going to be blonde or whatever. I have done this before and then they've gone, actually, I want to go back the other way now. And I'm like, oh my God.
Right, okay.
So, but at least they've got a year to try out. Okay.
So we should be trialling out styles and stuff like that before we get to the big day.
Yeah.
I actually had a friend many years ago that changed her hair extreme. So she went the colour of my dress.
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm not kidding you, the colour of my dress. I mean, she still looks stunning, but all everybody could do when she walked in was like, oh, look at her hair.
Oh, she did it for the wedding?
Yes.
Oh my God,
yeah,
wow.
Yeah, so the night before, I think she just either decided last minute she was going to do it or she just did it. But nobody talked about her dress, nobody talked about her makeup, nobody talked about anything else but her hair.
Yeah.
And for me, I thought that was such a shame because she's such a beautiful girl that, it was just the hair that stole the show.
Yeah, that's it.
And I think he might have been taken back as well because...
Yeah, that must have been quite a shock.
Yeah, I do say to my girls, anyway, you've still got to be you because you're already not going to look like you because you don't wear a wedding dress every day of the week, unless you're me. So already they're going to be taken back.
Yeah.
And then to do a complete facial and hair change, it's like, am I marrying the right person?
Yeah, you still need to look like you, definitely, on your wedding day. That is
just the best you've ever been.
Yeah, just a polished version.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, just a polished version.
I had a bride years ago who she had a pixie haircut, really cute. But on her wedding, she wanted long hair and she wanted this particular do. So she grew her hair and had the hairstyle she wanted for the wedding day. And the day after, she got up really early, left her new husband in bed, went straight to the hairdressers and got the pixie cut again. And then went back to the hotel.
Well, people have their hair cut at the wedding now, don't they?
Yeah, they do that now. I think that is.
Have you done one?
No, I think that is so. I would like to.
Yeah.
That is so brave, though, to have. Imagine all this hair
all over you. Oh God, I can't.
Yeah.
Well, you put something over the top, surely.
Yeah, but you lose a lot of your wedding.
I do think this.
I find it a bit bizarre.
I know, if you quit.
One on,
yeah. Really quit with my hair because nothing off it.
There was one on Instagram where this wedding was in New York and they left the hotel across the road. It was at the W or something. Went walked across the road, the bride and her bridesmaids, went to a different hotel, went up to the room, completely redid her hair, and then went back to the bed. She was gone for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's a long time.
It is a long time.
Yeah.
Long time. It is a long
Actually,
time.
I have a question. If brides are changing their dress throughout the day, should they redo their hair? Should they adjust their hair?
Yeah, definitely. So, they can do. If they want to have 2 looks as such, if that's obviously discussed in consultation, then I'll stay the whole day.
Oh,
Will you?
Yeah.
That's
definitely.
incredible. I don't know a hairdresser that does that.
I'll stay the whole day.
Or could you do a hairstyle, say maybe all up that they can then take down?
Yeah, that's it. So say they wanted it all up, like messy, maybe a bit textured, and then they want to unpin it and then they have it all down maybe for the evening. And again, I just would show them how to take it out so they're not going to muck it up too much. But so you could do 2 looks in one day.
And this is why it's important to have hair trials, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's so rare that I do a wedding without a trial.
Really?
To be honest with you. Yeah. It puts their mind at ease.
Yes.
The whole morning will run so much smoother if brides just have a trial. It really does. So there's no anxiety, obviously, on the morning of the wedding day. I don't have any anxiety going into it either because I know exactly what I'm doing as well.
And you know what hair type you're getting involved in.
Yeah, that's it.
It must be really awkward for you if you turn up, you're like, oh my God, this is not the hair I was described.
Yeah.
She said she was like in good condition.
Yeah.
It's broken.
It's all gone. Yeah.
My wigs.
Yeah.
How has bridal hair changed since you started to where you are now?
Yeah, so I think when I first started, there was a lot of fishtail plaits. We had a lot of fishtail plaits when I was training.
Is that the ones that like the mermaid?
They're like
they're kind of like
fishtail mermaid. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
It's like twisted that way. I can't do them.
Oh yes, I see. Yeah,
They're like
inwards.
that.
Yeah, so they had a lot of fishtail braids, or just your classic French braids. That was quite trending. So they'd, especially with like half up, half down, so they'd have like a fishtail coming this way and maybe another one that way. Flower crowns were quite a big thing as well.
Yeah.
I did one last year actually.
Yeah.
She had a flower crown, but other than that, I haven't done one.
We're being asked for them now.
Oh,
so you'll
really?
see them again next year.
Oh wow,
they're coming back.
But yeah, I'd say fishtail braids, definitely normal braids, and flower crowns. I think it was a lot sleeker then as well.
Okay.
So a lot of people did just want their hair straight as well, whereas now again people want bouncy, voluminous
Bouncy
hair.
blow dries.
Bouncy blow dries.
And more of a curl.
Yeah, more of a curl now. Okay.
So more natural.
Yeah, definitely.
Glam.
Yeah, natural but glam. But I
And
think
very healthy. I think the hairstyles now look really, the hair looks very healthy. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, I
Like
would
when it's
say
like
so.
She's
curled
telling them to sort the hair
Yeah,
out.
but I mean, when you see the brides now, the hair does look, it's not like sort of stuck.
Yeah.
It's like bouncy and fresh.
Bouncy and fresh. We like that word bouncy today, don't we?
I am looking at you. You've still got a clip stuck.
I know, honestly.
Always a
Such a
hairdresser.
Always a hairdresser.
Why is it important for you to go to them and for them not to go to hairdressers? Like a physical building.
So I think for me, I can give them, it's more of a personal experience by one-on-one, especially if you've got someone that is a bit anxious. It can be quite a daunting thing as well. So by I think just making it more one-on-one, that is going to again put their mind at ease a little bit more, and I can sit down with them and go through it a bit more thoroughly. Whereas again, if you're in a salon, there's so many people in and out all the time,
and they're not getting married. It's only you getting married.
Yeah, it can be quite overbearing. So I think again, by me coming to them as well, they're in their own home as well, so they're in their safe space as well, which is really nice. So
I suppose also they're there as well. So if they're needed for anything at their venue or anything, they can fight fire.
Yeah,
I think it's a lot more relaxed as well, because some of our brides will say, oh, I'm going to get my hair, I'm going to the hairdressers, and then I'm coming back to the venue for makeup and so on. But I always think there's so many elements that can go wrong there, that they could get stuck in traffic. They might struggle to find a parking space. Whereas you know what you're doing, you've got everything, you just turn up.
Yeah.
There's many things that can go wrong. Or they'll say, oh, we stopped for a coffee on the way and we went the wrong way. You know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of the time, they don't realise how much time
or
you
not
need
come
in the
back.
morning to, Change your minds. They're off. I've got the good hair.
I'm off.
So I always think I'm always relieved when hairdressers come to our venues where I'm like, that's just one person. Because also bridesmaids will be like, oh, we just went to get a coffee. We'll be back in 5 minutes. And you'll be like, no, I actually need you now.
Because other parties don't have a concept of the timings either.
Yeah,
that's it. They think, the day's ours, but they don't understand it's regimental in these times.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's quite key, especially on the wedding morning, to follow a timeline as well.
What are your top tips for like a big wedding that has a bride and bridesmaids and the mums all getting ready at the same time?
I tell you what, one of my brides, she made me a spreadsheet, and I fell in love with the idea because this just shows how organised she was. She just wanted to plan it to a T. Of course, things happen but on the day, but you've got a bit of a guide then. And again, so I now do that with my brides. I now might send them a spreadsheet and be like, right, so I'm coming at 7 a.m, set up at 7:15. Then they know where they are. If they need to pass this on to bridesmaids in WhatsApp group chats and things, they can.
Well, they need to also be giving it to a wedding coordinator and the rest of the suppliers as well, because it might well be that they're organised on this bit, but it doesn't actually match with other things, and that's where it then goes topsy-turvy.
And they might also sometimes brides don't know what time they need to actually be physically in their dress. Particularly for a civil ceremony, because once you've had your interview with the registrars, you have to go straight to the ceremony.
Do you?
You're not allowed. You can pop to the loo, but you're not allowed to go off somewhere else. So you have to be in your dress ready. Why is that? It's just the legality. I think it's so they don't swap with someone else. Because they're proving that you are who you say you are in that interview. And then the registrars, so usually the groom would be interviewed first. And then if it's a boy, girl, and then bride would be interviewed. And then the registrars go straight to the ceremony area, and then bride would follow. So she has to be ready. So if the wedding's at 2, she needs to be in her dress absolutely ready by like 1:15 to then have her interview, get to where she needs to go.
Interesting.
Also like finishing touches. So makeup artist hair, that's again, we come back in and
or
we're
she puts her dress on, or someone hugs her and they do a first look and someone grabs the veil and pulls her hair.
You wanna, I always suggest maybe, I don't know, I think maybe 45 minutes to an hour after they get in their dress, and then you can start tweaking things
We'll
again.
say an hour to get into your dress, and they go, but this is it. And I went,
there's so much to it though, isn't there?
And you've got the photographer going, just wait a minute, let's take another photo.
Pretend
to do that button up, and we'll take another photo. What order do you like to do the bridal party in?
That's my question.
Oh, sorry. I'm always intrigued because each hairdresser is different as to who they start with. Sorry, I asked the wrong question.
So if I had about 5, let's say a bridal party of 5, I'd do 2 bridesmaids first, bride in the middle, and then 2 bridesmaids at the end, and then go back to everyone from the start.
Why do you do it that way?
Because if the bride needs to, if her hair's going to drop or anything like that, I think it just gives her more time as well. So if, again, I need to plan it with makeup. So normally they either like to start makeup first or last. So again, I have to fit in with that as well. So if I put my bride in the middle, it works out perfectly for them and for me. So they say I need to set it. So again, say I'm curling it and then eventually going to put it up, etc. So putting her in the middle or first in this maybe instance, then again, I can set her, then come back to her and then again, so on. Really.
How do you deal with bridal parties with over-demanding or over-expecting?
Yeah, you just, you pick up on an energy, obviously, from people. So I'd actually rather people are more direct with me, to be honest with you, because then I know exactly what they want. It's a lot harder to guess, to play a guessing game with people.
But then you get like people that are not on the spreadsheet.
Yeah.
They've not been catered for, so it costs money, that come and go, oh yeah, can you just do this for me?
Yeah.
How do you deal with that?
Yeah,
it's very hard, isn't it?
Or can I just borrow your hairspray?
Yeah.
Can I just borrow your brush?
Yeah. I'm quite giving. Like, anyone can borrow hairspray. They can use as much as they like, really.
Wish you told me that. I know. Cow lick hair.
But yeah, I just think I always take more than less, obviously, in case people need a grip here, or I always give out grips as well to bridesmaids, brides, if depending obviously what they're having done. But if they need extra grips, I'll be like, put them in your clutch bag, and you can obviously tweak it if you need to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm more the merrier. I'll give you everything, basically.
Yeah. But what about people that are not booked? You know?
Yeah, so I have had that before on the day, where they've last minute, it was mother of the bride wanted her hair done but wasn't planned. Luckily, I only wanted it curled, so it didn't personally take me too long, but it completely throws you off because you have been working with a structure.
Yeah, you're regimented. They don't realise how much time, and yes, it is only just a curl, but that's one less 2-3 minutes that you're dealing with.
Yeah, that half an hour I can spend with my bride, basically, that extra half an hour. So, or a bridesmaid takes out of that time a little bit that you've already planned. So it eats into the finishing touches, really. But I've managed to fit her in and it all worked out. So that was the main thing anyway.
Well done. And how much time would we allowing, like, for a bridesmaid, to a mother of the bride, to a bride?
I always say 45 minutes for a bridesmaid, mother of the bride. 45 minutes to an hour, and then I'd say hour to maybe hour and a half on your bride. Again, it depends on the hair.
Is their
really.
hair dry when you're doing it, or are you?
Again, so it depends what they're after. So again, if they were having it blow dried, then I need it to be soaking wet so I can apply all my products in.
So how do we get it wet when we're at a venue that we're not in a bedroom?
Well, hopefully there's a bathroom.
Yeah, hopefully.
Are we doing it in the sink?
What kind of hotel do you go to without baths? God.
Just chucking your head over the sink.
Not to go on holiday that you booked.
I'm just thinking that we're in a barn somewhere and we've got like an off room and you know, so
you have to use a hose.
How are we wetting the hair?
There'll be a trough for the animals. Dunk and blow dry.
Are you taking a spray with you, maybe?
Yeah, I have got a water spray. Yeah.
Honestly, sabotaging.
No, I just don't know what's going on in your head.
I don't know. Don't even start. You'll get nowhere.
I was imagining a room with a bathroom.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
What if there's no bathroom?
Yeah, I guess I've got water spray, obviously, so I just wet it down and then again.
But you really want it drenched?
Yeah, if it's obviously like a blow dry sort of set, then it needs to be washed that day. If it's
let's talk about washing of the hair, because obviously most hairdressers will say, and I was told, you cannot wash your hair the day of the wedding.
Yes.
Now, at that time, I'm a reformed character now, but I used to wash my hair every day and sometimes twice a day if I was going out somewhere.
Yeah.
But being told I couldn't wash my hair on the day of the wedding because I like clean hair was a bit of a like, oh my God. And I did wash my hair and she dirtied it by putting dry shampoo in it.
Yeah.
And got a bit of a wallop, you know. Hi, Gemma.
Yeah, so I more or less, like hair ups, half up, half downs, I always say it needs to be a couple of days old, I would say.
Couple of days?
Couple of days. 2 days max, or if you really couldn't do 2 days, a day's fine.
Yeah.
But
I can go a week now.
Do you?
I know, I'm so good now.
You're so good.
I know.
Same.
I know.
I've never washed my hair.
Never wash it.
Well,
I can smell it from here. Old Wurzel gummage.
Because my hair's thick, I don't have to wash it very often.
Yeah, no.
So, like, if I did it on a Friday, I'd do it on, like, Tuesday.
Yeah, I think when my hair
So
broke with the bleach, it was like, right, I think Gemma said, enough is enough, you are not washing your hair.
Yeah.
Like every other day or every 3 days. So I started every other day.
Yeah.
And that's something you could probably learn to do in your 6 months leading.
Yeah, you can train it.
It was
definitely.
painful. It was painful. It was like, and I was scratching, I had nits and stuff like that. But actually, no, I've learned. I've learnt now, and actually it feels thicker and it performs better.
Yeah, definitely.
Apart from this morning.
Yeah, definitely. So try not to obviously wash your hair every day. It's not because of the natural oils in your hair as well. You start to lose them, so that's why it's better to not obviously wash it every day. But yeah, if they're just wanting it blow dried and set, then obviously it needs to be washed.
Yeah.
Freshly washed that day, hair up and half up, half downs, like a day, 2 days. The dirtier, the better, believe it or not. Yeah.
That's what I always say.
Yep.
How do
You're so funny.
how do we choose the right hairstyle? Because I can.
That's a very good question.
Is it now?
It really
It's a
is.
good job
Because
I'll
sometimes I
ask.
see brides and I think, why have they chosen that? Like the dress is really high up.
Yeah.
They've got like a really
Yeah.
yeah. It doesn't.
Anything, it's all to do with neckline, dress.
So what would you put with? What would you? Put
No,
with
I'm going to
them?
stop you now.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I'm going to stop
Why?
you now because I agree. I do agree, and I love this, but not. It doesn't suit everybody. So everybody always wants to put my hair up, and because my hair is curly and frizzy, if I'm doing it long term, it has to go up, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Or else I do go. I'm like Monica out of Friends. But I don't think it suits me.
Yeah.
But
And then that's not good because then you won't look comfortable.
no, exactly.
Yeah.
This is exactly it. So I do think that I think you should go with how comfortable you feel.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I think obviously that's most important. Obviously, it's all about how you feel. As I say, like you want to still feel like you on your wedding day, but more polished, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that is, I would say, number one. Number two, there's obviously it is links to the dress, obviously, as well. So if you do have a high neck, then again, just bearing in mind what does look better with it. So again, even as you, like in that mirror, in that bridal, boutique, whatever, trying on your dresses, like just have a look, play around with it.
We do. We mess around, actually.
Yeah, just see what suits you.
Yeah.
Because you never know. They might have a high neck, but actually them wearing it all down might actually suit them because they feel more
I have
comfortable.
actually just done a wedding at Hampton Court Palace, and she wore Beth, which we have had on the show, and it looks like Paris Hilton's original wedding dress.
Oh, wow.
High
I like
neck.
that
It's
one.
very
Yeah.
regal,
Yeah.
and it was Hampton Court. It just matched. It wasn't, she didn't go out to do that, but it just used to. And she was hair down. But what we suggested in the shop, because putting her hair up made her feel too sensible, too like mum.
Well, it's quite a serious look, hair up, isn't it?
Yeah, it's business, But we said, look, just drape a few bits back. My favourite hairstyle for that is Jennifer Aniston when she married Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
and she had it just clipped out. So just taking it away from the face slightly. So it's not fully up, but it's taking it out of the face. So you can just see this.
Because also in photographs, if the hair falls forward as you're saying hello to someone, or that's what's a pity, isn't it?
I quite like that. It covers my face.
Yeah, because that's another thing. If someone's a bit they don't like their hair around their face as well, then again that's something to consider as well. Do you want it completely all off your face, or do you want some pieces out, or do you want a bit of both? So having one piece out and then having it all up, or all put away as well.
Asking those questions at the beginning is really important.
Yeah,
isn't it?
a good one as well is ears. Funny enough,
I have the tiniest ears on the planet.
yeah.
Well, actually,
Got pixie ears.
they're very sweet little ears.
Thanks.
Oh.
But some people don't like their ears. So again, when it comes to mainly half up, half downs, but again, do they want to cover their ears, or do they want to
And what
show
jewellery they're
them?
wearing.
Yeah,
I've had a
again.
bride tape her ears.
Really?
Yeah, for the wedding day.
What? Flat?
Yeah, proper like like tit tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, she probably put her.
Were they quite sticky out?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, bless her.
Yeah, they were nice ears, but for her, it was, I think, her back lobe, whatever it's called at the back. So I was not laughing at them.
They were nice ears.
They were really nice ears. And I was so jealous because she could wear big earrings, whereas I can't wear big earrings.
Yeah.
My little bit's not big enough.
Oh.
But yeah, she had literally tit tape them
Oh,
back.
wow.
And I think it was like tit tape, body tape.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's always something
Top
to
tips.
consider.
Take your ears back.
But it does also depend on jewellery, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If they're
Definitely.
planning on wearing a matching set or...
Yeah, definitely. Again, if they're wanting quite big earrings, obviously, again, you do want to show them off a little bit, again, so you want to maybe clip that back or something if you're having it all down.
So is it important then that when we come from a hair trial that we're bringing our earrings?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Right,
bring all
okay.
your jewellery.
Yeah.
Bring all your
And a
jewellery.
picture of your dress.
Yeah, picture of your dress, your jewellery.
Veil if you're having one.
Yeah,
Okay.
veil. Because some people don't know if they want a veil as well by the time I do the trial.
It's often a last minute thing.
Yeah,
I have sold veils a lot
Yep.
with brides coming out of their wedding car, coming into the shop going, I need a veil.
Oh my God, I love
And
it.
that happened not so recently ago. It happened recent. She came in and she went, I need a veil, and she was in a wedding dress. I thought something was wrong.
Oh my God.
And I went, but you didn't want a veil, but now I do.
Wow.
And I literally
But this is
popped
what,
it
when
in.
I worked in wedding dresses, it's what used to happen. Girls would say, I'm absolutely not having a veil. And then literally their last appointment as they collected their dress, they'd be like, I want the biggest veil you've got. I want it over the
because
face.
I think now the wedding has developed.
Yeah,
you know, they've
definitely.
played it down. You know, because it's one of the first things that you do is your dress and your look.
Yeah.
And then you're like, so you do play it down, and then everybody's sending you pictures of what they're wearing, and you're going, oh God, they're not going to outdo me.
Yeah.
But that you've really made an effort. Oh, I should make more of an effort. So I think it does go up. So my question for you on that is, do you get a change of plan at the last minute?
Yeah.
Is that quite often?
Quite often.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mainly the veil situation, I would say, is quite a top one. In normally trials, they might not have one, and then by the wedding day, they're like, yep, I've got a veil now, which again is so easy to adjust to. I've luckily never had someone say, I'm going to have my hair down, and then suddenly they're like, oh, actually, I want it all put up now. So I haven't had that, luckily.
Right.
But I think, again, that's because in my trials, I'll try different hairstyles.
Will you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think it's important so that situation.
Well, it's like me coming to try dress
happen.
side.
Yeah.
They might
Exploring
say,
all the options.
Yeah,
That's really
exactly.
good.
they might say yes to a dress, and I go, right, and try this style, try that style.
Yeah.
So that's interesting that you do
Yeah,
the same
so
thing.
they, if they're like, do you know what, I have been thinking about having it up, and I'm like, well, we've got time, let's do it, let's see what you think. Sometimes they're like, do you know what, I'm so glad we've done this today because now I want it up, or they're like, oh, actually, I think I preferred it, down or half up. So
They're not going to question themselves because they've already tried it.
yeah,
and they know
that's
they don't
it.
like
You're
it.
not going in going, what if I did that? And that's the difference, isn't it? Like that's, that curiosity's gone, isn't it? So
What are your thoughts on bridesmaids having the same hairstyle as the bride?
I'm a bit anti. I think the bride is the moment. She needs to have her day.
Elevated.
Yeah, she needs to be the moment, definitely. I think bridesmaids, I quite like bridesmaids all the same, or a little
Similar.
bit. Yeah, not has to be, spot on the same, but a little bit, if they all have half ups in some sort of way.
It does
I think
look
that's
nice when there's
nice.
a bit of a thread running through.
Yeah.
See, I did something with my bridesmaids. So my hair was back.
Yeah.
Because it had to go up, and then I had 4 bridesmaids, and the 2 that were going to on that side, they had side buns to that side, and the
Oh,
other
I
2
like
had
that.
side.
Oh, see, that's
very
lovely.
nice. I love
That's
bits
really
of
nice.
Is that okay?
That's very cool.
Yeah. They thought I was a
Very
bit mad at me. And I said, no, because when you're either side, it's a bit like Ant and Dec, isn't it? You've got to stay on that side. You've got to stay on
And
that
in
side.
photos as
It looked
well.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
looked really
it
good.
did look
So
good.
yeah, definitely. I think in photos it's important as well because I think it does come out like a better photo for them as well. So, but yeah, I definitely think the bride should just have her own look, whatever that is.
We've just stopped doing bridesmaids in the boutique, but it was a minefield when we were doing bridesmaids, and one of the reasons why we stopped because I couldn't bear to see my brides going through what majority were going through about I want this and I want that, but again hairstyles as well.
Yeah,
they were like, well, I want this, and you can see that the bride going, well, that's better than my hairstyle.
Yeah. You start to compare. Naturally.
And particularly if the bride doesn't naturally have great hair.
Yeah, that's
you don't want her to feel crappy because then the others actually look better with that style.
Yeah.
You want her to be absolutely the centre of attention, looking her absolutely
What
best.
is the most popular hairstyle that you're seeing at the moment? Are we dictated by what's happening in the press? And
Yeah, so I found last year half up, half down hairstyles that's all I seemed to do last year.
Really?
Loads, absolutely loads of them.
probably me. That's all we were doing.
Yeah.
It was just really feminine.
Yeah,
and, really
and it's
sweet.
timeless though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't, you can't put a price on it really. It looks so lovely. Pammy updos are in. So
Pammy updos.
Pammy updos.
Love that. You know, she did those with her knickers.
So,
As in Pamela Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah, she used to tie her hair up with her knickers. Have you not seen that? on TikTok.
I'm still in sock curl mode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can do that too. Yeah, she used to get her thumbs
really?
and tie her hair up, use it as a...
So,
No
sorry,
way.
so Pammy what?
Pamela
Yes.
Pamela Anderson. So in the 90s, I would say she
Yeah.
used to have, it was a mixture of like a French twist, but
Yes,
it was all
okay.
like a messy sort of updo.
Fine.
That is everywhere at the moment, whether
Okay.
that's, you know, weddings or special occasions, everyone is having that. And it's really nice actually because you can, the messier the better. It's not so polished. So again,
okay.
for a bride that is a bit more relaxed, but they still want to have their hair up, it is such a good hairstyle.
It's true.
to have.
And if you've got short hair, we can put extensions in.
Yeah, you could put extensions.
You're going to do us a demo. We're really
Yes.
excited
Yeah.
for this with Betsy. She's sitting there patiently. She's like, oh my God, it's me next. So we're talking about hair extensions in the green rooms.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that.
Yeah, definitely.
What is your forecast for hairstyles for coming into next year?
I would say I think it's going to be a bit sleeker, a bit more polished as well. I think slick backs are probably going to come in a little bit more.
Right.
Maybe like more lower buns as well. So like a twisted lower bun.
My oily hair will work.
Yeah, oily hair's going to be trending next year, honestly.
It started here with me. I started it.
You're the trendsetter.
Trendsetter for something. I don't think it's going to be that.
But yeah, so I'd definitely say more like sleek hairstyles, but I do still feel like volume is here to stay at the same time.
Okay.
So I think there's going to be a bit of both, I would say.
Okay.
So yeah.
And what is your thought on the sock trend?
The sock trend. Do you know what
Have you tried it?
Yeah, a few times, but
Is this when you wind your hair around a sock, right?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, I've done it with a cord from a dressing gown. I was in a hotel and I didn't have my
Yeah,
baby
dressing
thing,
gown.
so
Yeah.
I did it with it does work.
Have you got a picture of that?
I'm sure I do.
We've got to get that out.
I do pick up with my rollers in.
Sorry, I know he was waving at me in a minute. What are your thoughts on last minute hair changes before the wedding?
Last-minute hair
have
changes.
you had it where we're doing like long hair, half up, half down, and then they come to you and they've got a short bob?
Luckily, no, that's not happened to me.
Okay.
I'd really like to hope they pre-warn me if they did do that for my own peace of mind. But yeah, luckily that hasn't happened to me as of yet. But I think, again, if they did just decide, you know what, I'm going to cut my hair off, I've had enough, then you just got to make do with what you've got, really. There's always alternatives to things.
Do you always carry like hair extensions with you in different colours and stuff like that?
I don't know.
But she's going to from now on.
Yeah, I'm now going to from now on, I think. Just see me with loads of clip-ins.
The thing is that you know what us girls are like. We prep our hair. We're this, and then by the 6 months we're bored.
Yeah,
aren't we? And we're like, get it all off.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. So
especially if you've been growing your hair as well. There's been so many times where I've maybe trimmed their hair just before their wedding, and they're like, "Oh, Georgia, I've had enough now. I've had enough of my hair." And I'm like, literally a couple more weeks, and then book me again, and we'll cut it again.
Yeah,
and they've all just gone off. Yeah. But I just say, just try and long it out as best you can. It'll be worth it.
I'm the fringe girl.
The fringe.
I'm the one that runs into a salon and cut me a quick fringe, and then instantly regret it. Instantly regret it.
Give her a clip in.
Every 4 years I do.
You can get clip-in
I'm about
fringes.
ready. Yeah.
Really? Do we need that? No. You
Anyway.
were lovely without a fringe.
Thanks. Anyway, we're gonna quickly cut, and then we're gonna go straight into doing the demo. Come back, and we'll see you in a mo. Bye. So we're back now. We've got Betsy with us, in one of our wedding dresses from the boutique, and you're going to do a hair demo for us.
I am indeed.
So we've got hair extensions. Tell us about hair extensions.
Yes, so we have got hair extensions.
Incredible.
here.
You don't
They
even
are
know.
so good, aren't they?
that
The blend is amazing.
It's perfect.
I remember from my wedding that the hairdresser said, right, now go and get yourself matched.
Yeah.
So I had to go to Sally's. I want to say Sally's.
Yeah.
And they did it all for me.
Yeah.
But will you do that?
Yeah, so I can I'll sit with them as well. So you can, when you order extensions now online, they actually chat to you online and help you themselves, the company as well. So some companies do help with that as well, which is really
fantastic.
good. So then they normally send out like a sample as well. So then again, you'll kind of colour match yourself from that. And then if it's the right colour, then you obviously order.
And we've actually got real hair.
Yeah, this is
well.
real hair.
How important is it to have real hair compared to synthetic hair?
So with real hair, you are able to use as much heat.
I don't know why.
Use as much heat on it as possible.
I don't know why I smelled it.
Just to make sure it's ready.
Yeah, it does feel
Can you
wet.
use products on it as well?
Yeah,
because
you
it's
can
real
use
hair?
any
Okay.
products on it.
I was smelling to see if it was plastic. There you go. I don't know why. Ignore
We'll
me.
never know. Sorry, Betsy.
Oh, so I was going to say cut, but we don't cut, do we?
No.
So I can see why this is important now, not to change your hair colour.
Yeah.
If you've then gone and matched the colours of the natural hair as
Yeah,
well.
so obviously if you've ordered these 6 months before and then 3 months before your wedding you've decided to go all blonde, then obviously we can't use these. So you can't colour these.
You'll end up the bride will end up paying
Right.
again.
Yeah, that's it. So, but these ones are really good because they're really flat to the head as well.
Yeah, so they're
which is
little,
really
they're
nice.
little clips. I don't know whether the studio can get that in. They are really flat, aren't they?
Yeah, really flat to the head, which is
comfortable?
really nice.
And yeah.
Do they feel okay?
You told us you didn't have a speaking part, and now you're asking her a question. and will they survive like wind and rain and vigorous dancing? Because I like my dancing.
And
I
hugging, people hugging
Hugging,
you.
yeah.
You could do a bit of head banging with
You
them.
could do a lot of head banging with them.
Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
loads of
Good to
head
know.
banging. Yeah, loads of head banging, especially.
And can you wear a veil with those?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can.
Okay.
Yeah, you can put a veil in. With
We're
them as well.
going to do a veil.
yeah.
Okay, perfect. And what can't we do?
So there isn't too much you can't do really, if I'm honest with you. I mean, you can use them for obviously hair ups as well. So not just all down hairstyles, you can use them to put
So how does that work then with putting your hair up? Because these are clipped down.
Yeah.
And so do you have to clip them up, or am I being really
Yeah,
stupid?
so-
Please say yes, I am.
You can, say I was going to do like a messy bun, so I would clip the I would do like a small pony on Betsy's natural hair.
Yes.
And clip the hair extensions around her natural ponytail and then use the hair
how you do
extensions
it?
to create it around
okay.
it. So it's just playing around with it really. But
Okay.
yeah, so that if someone wanted a messy bun but
You should do
wanted-
this for a living. You sound like you know what you're doing.
Well,
Doesn't she?
you know what?
Oh, we're talking away. You carry on. So what are you going to do with us now?
So I'm going to do a half up, half down hairstyle, timeless.
Okay.
And so elegant as well. So obviously we've already put Betsy's extensions in.
Yeah,
So
you can see it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Betsy. Hello.
straight in there.
She's so lovely.
So I'm just going to start teasing Betsy's natural hair now.
Okay, and you're back combing there.
Yep.
Okay.
Back combing, and that's just to give.
And now
Betsy-
tell us about this powder, because I keep
Yeah.
seeing it everywhere. What is it?
This is the Got to Be powder. Oh, thank you, my little assistant.
Okay.
So that is.
Oh, okay. So it's volume and root boost.
Yes.
Okay.
So instantly, it's just given Betsy that lift now
Yeah.
at the root as well. So
Yes.
but
well, is it like a powder hairspray?
almost, yeah. It's
Okay.
just literally just powder. So it just keeps that obviously like in place then as well. So and it gives the hairstyle a little bit of grip to it
Yeah.
as well. So yeah, no, it's just to secure it in place
My
really.
son uses that, but he has quite a technique. He covers his head in it and then shakes and it all falls out.
Oh. That sounds really
And I would
messy.
say to him, Bonnie, you're losing all your product.
Are you sweeping it up and putting it back in the bottle?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's literally just all over the sink.
And then I just use my tooth
Oh,
comb.
it does work.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's good.
So you instantly get
And that
so
gives
much.
the veil a bit of a stick as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're giving the veil a bit of.
We talked about veils in the
security.
green room, and I've got a friend in New Zealand that actually does like a mini plait underneath
that's
the
clever.
hair right across the side. So it literally, when she puts the veil in, it stays in. So it acts like Kirby grips in some ways.
That's a clever idea.
Yeah. No, it's so good. And then obviously once you're kind of happy with how it's kind of set,
Yeah.
you want to
How long does this last in the hair?
all day. All day.
Incredible.
Sometimes 2 days because I think Betsy, bless her, she had it in her hair for about 2 days, and I think when she came to wash it, it was a bit of a nightmare to get out.
Yeah. What do you mean? So does it act like talc then?
Yeah,
Okay.
once it's in your hair, it's in your hair.
I'm having visions of Ross from Friends from the talc and the pants. What can you use to get it out of the hair?
Shampoo, water. So
Okay,
just wash
just
your hair.
standard
Just wash your hair as normal.
Do you want a
Okay.
Kirby grip?
Yes, please, thank you.
Okay, so you've just twisted it over and popping a grip in.
Yeah. That's it. And then obviously I always use my comb to just smooth anything out then as well.
Okay. You can see why it takes so long to do now.
Yeah, it's just to get it so precise. And again, if I'm not happy with it, I'll go back in again and then just see where it wants to naturally fall and then go again as well. And then you just want to like look at it from all angles as well. Because again, you might secure it in, but again, I can tweak it a little bit once it's been secured in.
Lovely.
So, and then you want to use grips to obviously secure it in.
Now, I noticed that you went up and then down.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is that important?
So the hairstyle holds.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're cross pinning.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And then again, so I normally use like 3 or 4 just to make sure it is.
How many hair grips have you used on one hairstyle?
Oh God, that is a good question.
Because that's a pain to get out in the evening.
Yeah, I think a lot of people probably don't like me towards the end of their wedding because of how many hair grips are in there.
Yeah.
To be honest, hair pins, grips.
I think I had about 100 and something in my hair.
Did you count?
John was pulling them out, and he was like, "How many more now?" And then the hair extensions, because he's got big fat fingers, and he couldn't unclip it, and I couldn't remember how to because you have to ping it, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
I had a hair up for a charity ball last year, and it was about 2 days later I was still finding curby grips.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
Interesting going through security at the airport.
Yeah. That's it.
Oh, and then what are you using now?
So you might think this is a Pritt stick. It's not a Pritt stick.
Okay.
So this is a wax stick.
It is.
Okay.
So this is going to get rid of any flyaways and just really slick the hair back, but without making the hair too greasy
You're going
as
to need
well.
to watch your handbag on the way out because I think I'm going to pinch that
Yeah. It is so good.
and work out how to make it myself.
So
Can I have a look at that?
Yeah, of course.
She's light fingered.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Oh, it is actually.
Run.
I don't know why I keep
Oh,
smelling
and that's
things.
nice because it brushes into the hair nicely.
Yeah.
It's a weekly treatment. Okay, yes, for flyaway hair and make it shines as well.
Yeah. So already that's just without having to use like hairspray as well. So say if someone doesn't really like hairspray, they can.
No, I don't like hairspray.
Yeah, they can.
So
Obviously
this is called
use
an
it.
IKT wax stick.
Yeah.
Can you put all these things up for us on your page?
Yeah, of
when
course.
you go
Of course I can.
live.
So
That
yeah,
is incredible.
Yeah, it's just slicked it all back
it's
now.
beautifully.
So
Back
without
in my
having to really use
Is
any.
it working?
Yeah,
Is it
it's working.
Honestly, what can you do with these little flyaway things? You know,
That would be perfect.
it's like baby hair,
Yeah.
and it's just for some reason
New growth.
I'm taking all my vitamins and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and my magnesium cream.
Yeah,
It's
that
working.
would be perfect on your hair. That literally would be perfect.
Look at you can't see. We'll turn her around so you can see this. Are you going to do the same on the other side?
Yeah, same the other side.
We'll swap places.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, more grips. I've counted 6.
Counted 6. That's it. So, and you want with this hairstyle, you want to make sure it's so secure because obviously, where we're slicking Betsy's hair back at the front, you know, it's to emphasise that we want to show her
the face off. Yeah. Okay. And have you ever had a situation where you know you've been given a brief, say for a bridesmaid, because I think probably the brides pretty much stay in lane.
Yeah.
But a bridesmaid goes, actually, no, I want this now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
is that quite common, or is
Yeah, I would say so. Sometimes, again, they might see something and then run with their imagination. And that's when they want to change it.
And what if it
maybe.
can't be done?
Again, you've just got to be
Diplomatic.
Yeah, you do. You have to be honest. Like,
Because you've also got to kind of okay it with the bride as well, haven't you?
yeah,
Yes,
that's it.
You
okay.
can't really have the bridesmaids going rogue
Well,
on
this
the
is
day.
it. You know, we've had it in questions that have come in from the public
Yeah,
where
we have.
you know the bridesmaid has completely changed her hairstyle and looks like the bride.
Yeah, yeah. So, and like I said earlier, I think it needs to be separate. You know, like I think the bride should have her moment, definitely.
So should we swap places?
Yes, please.
Right, there you go. I'll let you go in first.
Thank you.
Okay, fab. So we're going to show you on this side.
Let me see this one.
Yeah, it's nice.
This must be the only product I don't already have. No, stop.
It mustn't move backwards, he says. Come here.
I know what you're
Have you always had the same
literally
hairstyle?
put it on like Pritt stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you always had the same hairstyle?
No, not really.
So,
I've always been blonde, apart from a lockdown.
yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? That, you know, if you look at photographs, what do you need? That
This
one.
one, yeah.
You need to, changing your hairstyle really throws people off. I know when I've gone into like the richness of the red in my hair. I've shied away from it for years. And
my hair's dark. It's more like George's colour, but not as nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I've never had it dark, apart from lockdown for just a little bit.
Yeah, but everybody's like, oh, you've changed your hair, and I can't see it. But in certain lights you can see it more. But everybody's quite thrown, because I think I've always said I won't have red hair, but now I've suddenly got red hair.
That's funny.
We should do a makeover live.
Yes.
Both of us.
We need improving.
Well, we know that. Stop laughing behind the camera. Look.
We should do that.
More grips.
Okay.
We must stop talking. Right. So you talk us through what you're doing again.
So again, just repeat the same on the other side, and then just
it looks so
in.
pretty.
Really pretty.
I love the way the
I bet it's great having a mate who does hair. You've known each other for years and years and years. Where did you both meet?
We met, we used to work together.
Yeah.
At our first salon that we both worked in.
And you were 15.
15.
Oh, wow.
And
How
Betsy, I think you were 21, I think.
How important is it to have that training at such an early age?
I think that's what shapes you to be the hairdresser that you are today, really. I think it's better to go and get an apprenticeship rather than go to college, because you're learning on the job. Yeah. Like it sounds awful, but I couldn't even make a cup of tea. Like I used to leave. Oh God, I've probably made so many bad
one of my apprentices come in, and she was hoovering, and she said, "Oh my God, this hoover's amazing!" And we were at the back, and we came through, and she went, "I'm going to get my mum to buy one of these." And like it was a silent hoover. She hadn't switched it on.
Oh no!
She'd done the whole shop. She hadn't switched the hoover on.
Oh,
but I mean, she was 14, 15. So it's basic stuff.
Yeah.
But I also think for our industry, people don't realise how long we are on our legs.
Yeah.
All day. So a lot of people come into our industry that think it's glamorous and stuff like that, and
it's very physical.
It is really physical. Ever had to deal with nits on the day?
Luckily, no.
Oh my God.
Just the thought of it makes me itch.
Have you had it in the salon?
Yes, many a times. I have had to break the news a few times, and
because you have to stop and sterilise everything, then, don't you?
It is so awkward and uncomfortable. But obviously, again, you have to.
You can't.
You just have to do it. There's nothing you can do. That's all you can do.
What would you do on the day of the wedding? You'd have to just do it, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I'd have to just sterilise everything, I guess. It's like, there's just no way I would cancel.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I guess, yeah.
Because I had a friend who is a hairdresser, and she had exactly that.
Oh, really?
And it was in the salon.
Right.
So they had to, because if there was other people there, they had to do it. So it was awful. But she actually went to her house to finish it off. She said, I'm not going to leave you. I'm just going to do it. So do you need these?
No,
you put these down, because I've got questions to ask.
No, all good.
So talk to us what you're doing now.
So I've just obviously sprayed Betsy's hair with hairspray. So I've used it's almost like cement. So it is literally not going to move now at all. So that's all in her hair now. So we've created that slick half up, half down hairstyle now. And now obviously we can start adding accessories to it. And
I'm here. These are from my shop. So I'm thinking that hair extensions, you've curled this. Is this naturally curly hair that you know of that is going to keep its wave?
Yeah, so these I've curled, pre-curled for today.
Okay.
They normally come straight, but I think now you can get already, like if someone did have really curly hair, you can buy them curly. You just would have to shop around.
Okay.
And then again, make sure it's real hair rather than synthetic hair as well. So
is that a time saver that you actually pre-curl the hair?
Yeah, so again, if I need to add more time into the day to pre-curl it, then I will. Or again, if I need to go and curl them, then I will. Or I'll take them off myself and do it that way as well. So there's so many ways of doing it, obviously.
And do you normally do the bride's hair when she's in her dress?
No, so normally she is like, it could be anything, pyjamas, anything.
But not something that goes over the head.
Can we talk about what to wear when you're having your hair and makeup done?
Yes, of course.
Because it sounds pretty obvious not to wear a polo neck.
Yeah.
I have cut people out of their outfits before now. Yeah, I've had brides get ready in a top that's like high necked.
Yeah.
And I've said, well, get the scissors and I had to chop them out of it.
Cut it out. Yeah,
yeah, something like, you know, a sweatshirt, zips, cardies, things like that. That is because again, you can just take
and
off
the right bra underneath, because if they're wearing a strapless dress and then they've got their normal regular bra,
we always say with the bras that you should for 2 weeks go into a sports bra or into these I've got one on today, the ones that they're doing with the pen underneath. You see that? Yeah, so those have got they've got sort of no hard elastic in it, so they're not going to dent in your skin as well.
Yeah, so that's it. So we've just put the accessories in as well.
On your head a little bit, moving you around again. I'm not going to push you off. I know we span around and it didn't stop. We were talking.
Oh, it looks gorgeous.
How gorgeous is that? All right.
So simple, but just so elegant. Talented.
Yeah, very talented. We're going to do veils now. Now we had a conversation.
We did.
So I have, and I'm well known for this regarding how to put a veil in. So let me take my little tag out. And it is important how to put these veils in. They have been designed to go in a particular way. Do not be putting the veil upwards. They are designed to go inwards. The curve of the comb is the curve of the head. If you remember that, you'll be okay. You can go up and then down and then curvy grip it in. But it's important not to go up because it will come out. There's so many steps on it as well. It'll come out even quicker. If you've bought one with a plastic comb, which is very common, I would get your seamstress to put one of these combs, a metal comb on it. And you can buy these on Amazon. It just holds it into the hair better.
Also, you can't curvy grip the plastic ones as easy as you can.
Well, you can.
But it slides off, doesn't it?
But you can break it really easy. So it's just not worth it for the day. So also, it's just another thing. If you're having 2 tiers and you've got detailing on this tier, don't be putting a second tier on the front. One, because you can see I'm going to end up with that there. If it's on the bottom, when you're walking up the aisle, it's going to act like a chandelier because this is weighted on the bottom and it's just going to completely move. So you just want a plain tier on that blush. Right, that's it. I'm done now.
And be careful hairspray on it.
Hairspray, Hairspray on the day is not a problem, but leading up...
It can mark this.
But leading up to it, if you're doing it for trials and stuff like that, it can tarnish it. So you do have to be really careful. But on the day, it doesn't really matter. No. It's not in that long. There we go. That went in so easy, didn't it? You're so pleased with yourself. I know.
Got the best tips, that's why.
But I think also the veil is important, that the veil acts as a window so you can see the hairstyles that you've done.
Yeah.
And it's called a veil for a reason. It's unveiling. Yeah. And it's supposed to, cover up a little bit. Yeah. But if you've got too much going on, you can't see the hair from the back.
Yeah. That's so true.
So short veil or long veil?
Oh, good question. I quite like a short veil personally, but again, just it depends, doesn't it? It
depends on what's
it's easier to
dress.
work with. To be honest with you, long veils obviously because there's more material. Obviously, there's added.
But the veil goes on at the last minute anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I don't know. I do personally find a shorter veil is easier to work with, but then that's just personal.
Yeah. Veils get forgotten as well. Give somebody the job of putting your veil in because of the commotion. It's chaotic in that room, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolute chaos.
And someone to look after it when you take it off as well.
Yeah. Yeah, or get abandoned. Some child will be running around like Batman at some point in the day. But I've had brides come in going, forgot the veil. Yeah. And then it was too late for that moment. I think they use it for photo shoots and stuff like that, but she didn't have it on for, the actual wedding ceremony. I absolutely love that. Can we talk about prices on average? I know everybody's different, but what would we be expected to be being charged for like a bride or a bridesmaid?
Yeah, so... Again, because you're spending more time with the bride, it's always a little bit more than a bridesmaid. So again, it just depends really on... It just depends on time as well. So how long you are with each person. So normally I will get a list as well of what their hair type is like, again, so I can pre-plan. That kind of incorporates into price as well, obviously.
Yeah. Because every hairstyle's different.
Yeah.
So it's quite hard to sort of say, right, this is set.
Yeah, definitely. So, it depends on, again, what hairstyle you're having done. So, again, if someone just wants it down and curled, then obviously naturally it's going to be a little bit cheaper to having it all put up as such, really. Okay. Again, just factor in, if I need to get accessories, or if they do, things like that as well.
Bring you into camera a bit more. I've shoved you on the end. Okay. And times and stuff like that. So actually, you can't really give a price. Because it depends on
so many things. So I have to ask my brides so many questions before I can just give a quote. It's not like I can give a quote straight away. So again, it depends on how many people I'm doing. Deposit, obviously, to secure the day as well. That's a factor into it. Travel costs, obviously.
And if you're staying, you said that you will stay there, all day if it came to it.
So, that's it. So again, per hour I need to stay there, things like that. So
let's just say that you're so calm. So I can imagine you in a chaotic room, because it can kick off as well.
I feel like I might ease and ooze calm, but I think you can say this, Betsy, I am not calm at all. I think when you go into a wedding, you have to follow the energy.
And take control.
Because if they're all calm, then I need to be calm with them. If they are all up for a party, so am I. Put the music on, let's turn it up, let's have a good morning.
How important is that atmosphere in the room leading up to the bride going down the aisle?
I think it's the most important thing. Me, a hairdresser and a makeup artist on that morning, we're setting the energy. If they are a little bit flat, we need to pick them back up again as well. So we set the tone that whole morning. So we are quite important in that respect as well. So, if they want to have a party, we need to be there as well. We need to enjoy it. But without having Prosecco, obviously. But
dodgy bun.
Just have a croissant and an orange juice, and that's it.
You're fine. Oh, thank you for coming on.
No, thank you for having me.
I've learned so much, and I'm definitely getting some of that Pritt stick.
I know, it's very cool.
Honestly, I can feel the hair just going whoop like that. Right, where can we find you?
At blankcanvasweddings.co.uk and Blank Canvas Weddings on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok.
Right, and what's coming up for you?
Oh, so much. Lots of weddings this year.
Yes.
Lots and lots of weddings.
Getting last-minute weddings.
I do. Last-minute weddings. So lots of weddings this year. Hopefully, would love to come back here if you'd have me as well.
I would love you to come back.
Loads of stuff planned for this year.
Fantastic,
as well.
fantastic. So which camera boss? This one. See, the finger point into this camera to let everybody know where they can find you.
So you can find me on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok. All the same, Hair by Georgia Cartwright.
Can't go wrong with that one, can you?
Easy.
No, easy. And
easy.
What it says on the tin.
Exactly.
Thank you again for coming in, week out. Thank you for your comments. Keep liking the posts. It's really important. It's supporting our independent suppliers. If you want a wedding dress, come and see me at Love Me Do Brides, and we'll see you all again next week. Bye.
Bye.
Betsy, say bye. Well done, you. You did well. Well done. You did so well.
It's so lovely.
Isn't it lovely?
It's gorgeous.
Holly, get out of the camera.
Oh, it's lovely. Oh, sorry.
But you can see. But can you see what I mean? You can see. It's a window,
it looks
right?
so nice.
So you can see the hair coming through it. It's just so important. Do you want to take some pictures?
Love to.